In the dystopia that George Orwell illustrated in his book 1984, he robbed all his characters of words. And being deprived of a language is as good as being deprived of your identity. That is exactly how I feel when it comes to expressing my emotions. Even though I am fluent in 4 languages, they aren't enough to help me express my inner feelings. It took me 2 months to write this TED talk, as I was unable to put my intangible emotions into simpler terms that could help you understand how I feel. How could I when I myself was clueless about my emotions? Ironically, that is what I'm going to talk about today. How to understand what turmoil your soul goes through and what your emotions are trying to communicate. There have been certain points in life when I have felt so distressed, so done with all the obstacles in my life, that all I wanted to do is curl up in a corner and cry for hours, letting all my sorrows escape. But what is the source of this despondent feeling? Unfortunately, I have no answer to this question. That is where I used to introspect, searching for some answers within. Does anyone understand me better than myself? It's not that I don't have support. I do. In fact, I have friends and family who have seen me grow as a person. For them, I'm an open book. They clearly understand me and help me cope with the pain. But do they know about those unspoken emotions buried deep inside? I would appreciate it even if one person understands the smallest of my whimpers, instead of a whole room full of people who could sympathize with my superficial pain. All I want is for one person to recognize the emptiness behind my smile. People say it's a beautiful smile that suffers the most. Well, I agree to an extent. That smile holds so much burden, but covers it flawlessly. All I ask is for one person to see right through my happy demeanor. Sometimes, sitting in familiar surroundings with the people I know, I feel lonely. Even though I know those people well, yet it is like I'm the only one there. And involuntarily, I get sucked up into an uneasy state and start thinking about all the mistakes I've made in the past. And I start questioning myself and force myself to think about my imperfections. And I eventually end up thinking about this for days and thinking that something's not quite right with me. Instead of loving me, I feel people are just intended on finding my flaws. But what concerns me is that I'm not the only one who's imperfect. There are others too. It's just that the others don't show their imperfections. And these days, many of the teenagers even show eating disorders, attention disorders, and depression due to this. After all these years, I think I finally found a solution to it. And that is to know and understand yourself better before reaching out for help. Because after all, everyone has their own battles to fight. And it's a harsh reality that nothing works the easy way. So, instead of expecting someone else to get you out of your mess, try doing it yourself. Try expressing your emotions other than words. Drawing, doodling, singing, playing a musical instrument, or anything that works the best for you. As the saying goes, nothing can bring you peace but yourself. Thank you.